Okay guys, back with another Star Wars build. As you can tell, this time it is the Y-Wing. This is the Y-Wing based off of the Rebel days, you know, back with Rebel Alliance. And I think it looks pretty nice. Again, it's modded, so it's using the same similar mod that I used for the A-Wing, because again, all these are made for a specific server, the Lizard Lounge server, which is doing a Star Wars themed galaxy map right now for the Space Engineers. So I'm making a lot of Star Wars ships, and I'm using the mod that they have on their server. So with that said, let's not go into that crazy view. As you can see, I've got the KX-9 in the front because they kind of look like the lasers that are sticking out of the front of the ship in the pictures I've seen. I'm using some of the armor plates just to get that slanted look, more detailed look to it, to go with the color schemes. Using the modular thrusters and the mag locks, and I'm using some blasters down here. I know most people go with missiles, but I just didn't feel like going with missiles again. I thought the missiles just don't work half the time, and they're big and clunky, and I just didn't want to fool with them in the long, and so I wanted to use these because they're a little bit smaller and I like the look of them, so that's what I did. And going along, and it just looks nice. And I've used the small ship mega mod pack to view these vents on the back to kind of go with the look I wanted. And overall, I think it looks good. It will function in the atmosphere, and all in all, I think it looks amazing. I love it, and it has a little top connector right there for you to refill. And time to show you some stuff. Let's back out the view, and let me go ahead and set up my different blasters. Alright. Let's go ahead back to what am I going to destroy? Let's just shoot the corner right here. That shouldn't be too bad. Alright. I'm going to show up the hood. And so there's the three center ones. Then I've got an outer bunch. And then, as usual, let me rotate back down where you can see. Oh, I don't want to shoot that, it's a work in progress. And these are a closer grouping on motion, but it's going to need it because if it starts getting attacked mid-bombing run, it's going to need those. So, and per the usual, it works on planets, and it goes back and forth. The acceleration isn't as good as the A-Wing. It's a bit slower, but that's to be expected. It's a bomber. It's not meant for speed. Yes, it can still get up the same speed because of speed mods and Space Engineers, but still, as you can see, it's taking me a lot longer to get the same speed going. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because again, you're a bomber. You need to go slower, so that way you get better aim. And you can easily swap out. I've made it to the underside with the guns to where you can easily swap out to other modified weapons as long as you're using these small conveyor holes. So you can easily swap these out for any guns that you want that are made for small ships. Whee! We're up to speed now. I should go ahead and cut on the atmospherics. Let's change the temperature just a little bit. Oh, it's not too hot. let's go ahead and start slowing down so I don't lag out like I did last video. Alright, beginning bomb and run. And you could easily just swoop down in here like this. And then back away. And it does hover. It functions exactly like you would think it would. And everything else. And just to prove again, I'm not blowing smoke about how these things function without hydros. I love these mods. I love these thrusters because only this way can you actually make these ships function the way they do in the movies. So let's go on back up. Space. Without any problems. I'm going to turn off the Atmo thrusters because they're useless now. And head back to base. Successful bomb mission. So this is why I love this. You can actually have like a carrier full of these things. All these different planes just sitting in orbit of a planet, like just outside of the gravity field, and you could just send these down these planes in troves and waves to annihilate your enemy. It's just amazing how these work, and it's because it's so hard to get a big ship to come in and out of it. This just works so much better. It's easier to do with these little small ships, and you could easily just have the carrier sitting right outside of planet gravity. So yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Let's start braking. Going over just a little bit. Be alright. So guys, I'll talk to you next time. This has been my Y-Wing. Hope you guys enjoy it. And